Have you ever wondered how a 92-year-old can still drive, stay sharp, and avoid illness for over 30 years, not even a cold? It's not luck or genetics. It's 5 simple, science-backed habits that transformed everything. In this video, we'll reveal these powerful daily rituals, from a 90-second morning movement to a golden drink that supercharges immunity. You'll discover why these small choices outshine expensive supplements and how they can help you age stronger, starting today. Watch until the end to uncover a final nighttime secret that science says could be the key to reversing aging itself. You won't want to miss it. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. The transformative power of simple, consistent habits cannot be overstated, particularly as we age. Research from the National Institute on Aging underscores this truth, demonstrating that older adults who incorporate gentle morning mobility exercises into their daily routines experience significant benefits. These include heightened energy levels, improved mental clarity, and enhanced balance that persists throughout the day. The science is clear. Even modest movement can profoundly impact quality of life. Yet, despite this evidence, many dismiss such practices as too simplistic. Allow me to share a personal story that illustrates why this perspective is misguided. At 60, my mornings were a struggle. I'd wake up with stiff joints, my legs feeling like lead as I shuffled to the bathroom, my mind shrouded in fog. One particularly humbling morning, I tripped over my slippers because my feet hadn't woken up yet. That moment was a wake-up call. I realized that if I didn't actively signal to my body to start the day, it would remain in a state of inertia, as if perpetually hitting the snooze button. Determined to change, I committed to a brief morning mobility routine, simple stretches and movements that take just 90 seconds. Now, this practice is non-negotiable. I do it before my coffee, before I glance at the news. If I skip it, my body doesn't hesitate to remind me with creaky joints or sluggishness. What makes this ritual powerful isn't the intensity of the movements but the consistency of the habit. The Mayo Clinic has published compelling research supporting this approach, showing that regular, low-intensity mobility exercises in the morning can reduce inflammation markers, promote joint health, and even help regulate blood pressure in older adults. These aren't empty promises or wellness trends. They're grounded in rigorous science. The beauty of this practice lies in its accessibility. You don't need a yoga studio, a mat, or even to leave your bed. All it takes is a minute and a half to send a message to your muscles: we're awake and we're ready. Aging doesn't happen in dramatic leaps. It unfolds in quiet, early, often overlooked moments. By seizing these moments, you can rewrite the narrative of your day and your life. Consider this. When was the last time you truly greeted your body in the morning? Not with a rushed shower or a quick cup of coffee, but with intentional movement that says, "I'm here and I'm ready to thrive." This small act of care is a declaration of agency over your health. And it's not a solitary journey. We're in this together, building resilience one morning at a time. Following my morning movement, I turn to another cornerstone of my daily routine: a warm glass of water infused with lemon, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. For over 30 years, this golden glass has been my first line of defense against illness, and its simplicity belies its profound impact. This isn't a trendy supplement or an overpriced superfood powder. It's a humble, time-tested ritual that primes my immune system, reduces inflammation, and kickstarts digestion before breakfast. Let's unpack why this drink is so effective. Fresh lemon juice is a powerhouse of vitamin C, a critical antioxidant that bolsters white blood cell production, the immune system's frontline warriors. According to the Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University, vitamin C not only helps prevent illness but can also shorten the duration of colds, particularly in older adults. Beyond immunity, lemon stimulates bile production in the liver, aiding digestion and detoxification. As we age, declining stomach acid can slow digestion, leading to bloating or discomfort. Lemon helps counteract this, promoting a smoother start to the day. Turmeric, the vibrant yellow root, is another key player. Its active compound, curcumin, is one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatory agents. Hundreds of peer-reviewed studies, including one from Frontiers in Pharmacology, have shown that curcumin can lower inflammatory markers that rise with age, contributing to chronic conditions like joint pain, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive decline. This same study found that curcumin supplementation enhanced immune function and reduced oxidative stress in older adults, offering a buffer against the wear and tear of aging. But turmeric alone isn't enough. Enter black pepper, the unsung hero of this trio. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%, ensuring that turmeric's benefits are fully realized. Without piperine, much of the curcumin would pass through the body unabsorbed. Together, these three ingredients, lemon, turmeric, and black pepper, form a synergistic blend that takes less than 5 minutes to prepare. Simply heat a cup of water to a comfortably warm temperature, squeeze in the juice of half a lemon, add a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and sprinkle in a pinch of black pepper. Stir, sip, and let the magic unfold. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. I've adhered to this ritual nearly every morning for 3 decades, not because I read about it in a blog, but because I've experienced its transformative effects firsthand. When I began, I was plagued by frequent sinus infections, achy joints every winter, and persistent post-breakfast sluggishness. Within 2 weeks of adopting this habit, my digestion improved noticeably. I was no longer bloated, and my joints felt more supple. A few months later, I realized I hadn't fallen ill in nearly a year. That was 30 years ago, and I've remained steadfast ever since. While I'm still exposed to viruses, my body no longer welcomes them with open arms. It's primed, alert, and resilient. This golden glass is more than a beverage. It's a daily signal to my body that we're proactive about health. Like the morning mobility routine, it's a small, consistent act that whispers, "I care about you." You don't need costly supplements or elaborate protocols. What you need is simplicity, intention, and repetition. Another non-negotiable in my daily regimen is a 15-minute anti-inflammatory walk, taken every day without fail, rain or shine. I don't carry headphones or a phone, just my breath and the rhythm of my steps. Many underestimate walking, viewing it as a lesser form of exercise, something you do when you can't run or lift weights. But at 92, I can assure you that walking is the cornerstone of vitality. In my 60s, I used to jog, chasing the sweat I thought was necessary to stay youthful. Then I encountered a study that shifted my perspective. Walking, in its simplest form, can reduce systemic inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, enhance memory, and lower the risk of mortality by 39%. That revelation prompted me to trade intensity for rhythm, and I've never looked back. Walking does more than move your body forward. It restores balance to your joints, lymphatic system, nervous system, and even your thoughts. Its power lies in its consistency. I don't walk far, sometimes just around the block, but I never skip it. Not out of rigid discipline, but because I've felt the consequences of inaction. Without my walk, stiffness creeps in, my joints ache, my mind clouds, and my digestion slows. But when I walk, I'm a well-oiled machine. My shoulders relax, my knees remain flexible, my mood lifts, and I return home feeling reset. The science backs this up. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that just 20 minutes of walking reduced levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation, in older adults. Another study from Stanford University revealed that walking boosts creativity and mental clarity more than sedentary activities. But the moment that cemented walking's importance for me came 25 years ago when I skipped it. I was busy, convinced I'd make it up later. But the day slipped away, and for the first time in years, I felt old, not just tired or sore, but as if my body no longer belonged to me. That experience made walking non-negotiable, a daily prescription I fill with intention. My walking routine is deliberate. I wear supportive shoes, start slowly, and focus on my breath. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. I swing my arms gently to maintain an open posture. And here's an unexpected tip. I smile as I walk. Not because I'm inherently cheerful, but because smiling activates the vagus nerve, a critical regulator of inflammation, heart rate, and digestion. A study in psychosomatic medicine found that smiling during movement amplifies the stress-reducing benefits of exercise. So, I smile, I breathe, I walk, and these 15 minutes have gifted me decades of strength. You don't need perfect conditions or boundless energy to walk. Walking creates energy. Your body was designed for motion, and every step is a declaration, I still can. If you're feeling stuck, foggy, or fatigued, don't wait for motivation. Lace up your shoes, step outside, and tell your body, let's begin again. Motion is life, and life is motion. Finally, there's one nutrient I've prioritized for over 30 years, and it's not a vitamin or a trendy superfood, it's protein. When I turned 60, I thought I was eating well. Plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and even a multivitamin. Yet, I was losing strength, my energy crashed by mid-morning, and I struggled with memory lapses. Forgetting names, misplacing keys, even questioning whether I'd eaten lunch. I chalked it up to aging until my doctor pointed out the culprit: insufficient protein intake. After age 60, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing and utilizing protein, a critical nutrient for maintaining muscle mass, energy, and cognitive function. By prioritizing protein, through foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, lean meats, or plant-based sources like lentils, I noticed a remarkable shift. My strength returned, my energy stabilized, and my mental fog lifted. Protein isn't just about bulking up, it's about preserving vitality. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlights that adequate protein intake in older adults supports muscle repair, immune function, and even cognitive health, reducing the risk of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. These habits, morning mobility, the golden glass, daily walking, and prioritizing protein, aren't complex or costly. They're simple, intentional, and rooted in science. Together, they form a blueprint for aging not just gracefully, but powerfully. Each day, through these small acts, you're not just maintaining health, you're reclaiming it. So, tomorrow morning, before the chaos of the day begins, take a moment to move, sip something golden, step outside, and nourish your body. These choices aren't about perfection, they're about presence. And in that presence, you'll find the strength to begin again. As we age, our bodies demand more intentional care to sustain muscle mass, cognitive sharpness, immune function, and the capacity to heal. The realization that these essential systems require robust nutritional support prompted a transformative shift in my daily routine, particularly at breakfast. Gone are the days of relying on quick, carbohydrate-heavy options like cereal or toast, which often left me sluggish by mid-morning. Instead, I embraced what I now call the brain and body breakfast, a carefully curated meal designed to nourish both my physical and mental vitality. This breakfast is straightforward yet powerful. 1 boiled egg, a cup of full-fat Greek yogurt, a small handful of walnuts, and a scattering of fresh blueberries. Together, these ingredients deliver over 25 grams of high-quality protein, alongside a suite of anti-inflammatory compounds, healthy fats, and potent antioxidants that support cognitive health. This isn't just a meal to satiate hunger, it's a strategic fueling of the body and mind, setting the tone for resilience and clarity throughout the day. The importance of protein, especially as we age, cannot be overstated. Far from being the exclusive domain of bodybuilders, protein is a critical building block for nearly every biological process. Immune cells, for instance, are constructed from amino acids, the components of protein. Enzymes that repair damaged tissues rely on it, as do the neurotransmitters that ensure mental acuity and emotional balance. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition underscores this, revealing that older adults who consistently consume 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal exhibit significantly greater muscle mass, fewer hospitalizations, and even extended lifespans compared to those with lower intakes. Another study from Tufts University further highlights protein's role in bolstering immune function, showing that seniors with higher protein consumption mount stronger responses to illnesses and vaccinations. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about fortifying the body's ability to withstand and recover from challenges. However, not all proteins are equal in their nutritional impact. My breakfast focuses on complete proteins, those containing all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. Eggs are a gold standard in this regard, offering a perfect amino acid profile alongside choline, a nutrient vital for brain health. Greek yogurt complements this, providing not only complete protein but also calcium for bone health and probiotics to support gut microbiota, which plays a surprising role in both immunity and mood regulation. Walnuts, while not a complete protein, contribute plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, known for their anti-inflammatory properties, and a wealth of antioxidants that combat oxidative stress. Blueberries, often hailed as a superfood, serve as the antioxidant-rich capstone of the meal, protecting neural pathways and reducing inflammation that can accelerate aging. The impact of this breakfast extends far beyond physical nourishment. One of the most unexpected benefits I've experienced is stabilized blood sugar levels. In the past, I'd hit an energy wall by 11 a.m., grappling with fatigue and irritability. Now, I move through my mornings with a sense of vitality reminiscent of my younger years. Whether I'm navigating meetings, enduring long drives, or managing a packed schedule, I remain focused and steady. This sustained energy stems from the meal's balance of protein, healthy fats, and low-glycemic carbohydrates, which prevent the blood sugar spikes and crashes associated with traditional breakfasts heavy in refined sugars. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Flexibility is key to sustaining this habit. While the core formula remains consistent, I occasionally vary the components to keep things interesting. Some mornings, I might opt for cottage cheese sprinkled with flax seeds for a boost of fiber and lignans, or a small piece of grilled chicken atop sprouted grain toast for a heartier start. On days when I'm feeling adventurous, a lentil-based scramble with vegetables offers a plant-forward twist. Regardless of the variation, the guiding principle never wavers. Prioritize protein at breakfast. This meal sets the metabolic and neurological stage for the entire day, much like fueling a high-performance vehicle with premium gasoline rather than fumes. A protein-rich breakfast isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline, accessible to anyone, regardless of age or dietary history. The body doesn't dwell on past neglect, it responds to how it's nourished in the present. Yet, physical health is only half the equation. I've come to understand that the mind often falters before the body, and preserving mental youthfulness is as critical as physical vitality. To this end, I've incorporated a daily practice I call mental tuning, a brief but transformative ritual performed each morning before engaging with the world. Mental tuning is neither meditation nor therapy. It's a deliberate act of visualization that takes just 3 minutes. I sit quietly and imagine the kind of day I want to experience, focusing not on external circumstances like traffic or obligations, but on how I want to feel: calm, strong, confident, and purposeful. I vividly picture myself moving through the day in this state, driving with ease, engaging in clear and meaningful conversations, and remaining unruffled by unexpected challenges. This practice, though simple, is grounded in neuroscience. Research by Dr. Joe Dispenza and studies at Harvard using fMRI scans demonstrate that vivid mental imagery activates the same brain regions as performing the imagined activity in real life. Over time, this process rewires neural pathways, training the mind to default to focus and resilience. The benefits of mental tuning extend beyond mental clarity. Chronic stress, identified as the leading saboteur of immune function, wreaks havoc by elevating cortisol levels, which impair brain cells, weaken immunity, and accelerate muscle loss. For older adults, stress often manifests as confusion, fatigue, or seemingly spontaneous illness. By dedicating a few minutes each morning to cultivate calm and intention, I've noticed a cascade of physiological benefits: lower blood pressure, enhanced immune activity, sharper memory, and even improved digestion. A 2016 study from the University of Wisconsin-Madison supports this, finding that just 5 minutes of daily mental rehearsal in adults over 65 significantly reduced anxiety, improved concentration, and strengthened immune responses, with effects persisting for weeks. This practice proved its worth in a personal anecdote involving a friend of similar age and health background. He lived in a perpetual state of stress, consumed by worries about politics, finances, and the news. His chronic agitation culminated in a sudden heart issue that, while treatable, left lasting limitations. When he asked how I maintained my composure, I explained that worry is a thief, and mental tuning is my daily defense. By starting each day with intention, I lock the door against stress, allowing my body to channel its energy toward healing and resilience. These habits, my protein-packed breakfast and mental tuning, are part of a broader set of 5 daily choices that have profoundly shaped my health. They include a morning movement routine to stimulate circulation, a turmeric-infused golden glass to combat inflammation, and a healing walk to connect with nature and regulate stress hormones. Together, these practices form a framework of small, consistent actions that have rewired my body and mind, potentially extending my life. Health doesn't erode in a single moment. It slips away through neglected routines and skipped opportunities. Conversely, it's reclaimed through quiet, deliberate choices, thought by thought, step by step, bite by bite. If you're questioning whether it's too late to begin, let me assure you, as long as you're here, you have the power to start. These habits aren't reserved for the young or the exceptionally disciplined. They're for anyone ready to invest in their vitality, one morning at a time. That's the story of how 5 simple habits: morning movement, a golden glass, healing walks, a protein-packed breakfast, and mental tuning, have kept a 92-year-old thriving, driving, and illness-free for over 30 years. Plus, we teased a nighttime secret that could be the key to reversing aging itself. What have you learned from these powerful rituals? Which one are you excited to try? Drop a comment below and share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into your daily life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing tips.